if they didn't already, that the developers care, and they care a lot.
They do, for sure, and there's been a lot of love put into these games. We're going to see a lot of love put into these characters right now as we enter into our next top 8 qualifier from the loser side, T. Richard versus Sundra. We already saw Sundra doing really good stuff with the Zetter earlier, but this time against T. Richard, this is kind of the upstart. This could be an upset to make.
Yeah, T. Richard on a warpath in both games. We'll be seeing him in both top 16s, if not in both top 8s if he's able to win this. But Sundra taking a lot of the school of thought from oh my god, what's his name?
What?
Not Boyko. What? The other Zetter player.
Oh, the other Zetter. Stango?
Stango. Why did I forget Stango's name?
Okay, I was like, Stango, baby! Okay, yeah. I was like, yeah.
Why did I forget Stango's name? I'm so sorry.
You're fine.
He's taking a lot of the school of thought from Stango and the way that he plays, where it's make decisions quickly, rapidly, and in a hurry.
Yeah.
Because if you... It's better as Zetterburn, thanks to his base movement stats being so good, just to make decisions and live with the consequences, even if that was sick.
I love that play. I saw a little bit of that in doubles as well yesterday. But I mean, this is kind of crazy seeing how Sundra is able to like quickly overtake cross up with that up special. But even then, we're getting caught up in the wrap, and that's not ideal. We got the tether as well, more damage, more fares. But then, can we get back? Yeah, okay.
Oh, had a little bit of a delay in that recovery route. Wanted to grab ledge first, but Sundra with the early recovery let him force out a trade and get back to stage quickly. It's so hard to hit Maypul. You have to take advantage of this opportunity, this sweet spot up air, looking for the finisher, and there it is with the up strong. Nice anticipation from Sundra in order to even up the stocks, and if it's an even stock, if you can find an ignite, it can be an even game just like that.
Yeah, that was a really unfortunate side special from T. Richard there to go with that height. Sundra waiting on the top platform, looking very well placed on that. So we're looking for the setup, trying to get the plant to come in clutch for you, but at least we're getting the juggles, getting some good vertical combos. We just got to be able to punish stuff like that. I know it's risky, so we just got to be able to pick our shots wisely. We talked about it being very important for Sundra and for Zetterburn, but Maypul is another shot calling kind of character. You got to go in and know when to disengage.
Oh, and this down to seal out the fate of Sundra's second stock. Nice control there from T. Richard. I mean, you're not playing to try and get into a trade war when it, against Zetterburn and against Sundra especially. He's been so good on hit. So take your time, play your crouch cancel down tilts at these low percentages, and let your hitboxes do the talking. Of course, you got to get them out of crouch cancel range first for those down tilts to be super effective.
Yeah, you're right. Now we have just a quick rush off of the platform. The movement stuff has been good for T. Richard. We just got to mix it up a little bit more because now Sundra is starting to bear down. A couple good options, good reads on the text or lack thereof.
I like the shift from Sundra as well. Like we're seeing T. Richard play around close to Lily a lot of the times, and he's using his more disjointed moves like down air and forward air to hitbox extend off of Lily as opposed to trying to get in with something like a dash attack or a shine and deal with trading with Lily.
That's true. Good wall jump there. And of course, yeah, you play around with too much time on the ledge, and this time Sundra is going to be looking for some big stuff. He's just going to let it rip.
Huge down air, chooses to take the pummel, jab reset. Nice DI down in order for T. Richard to get a nice reversal of the up air. Needs this mark badly. The
wave bounces, the wave dashes. It feels like Sundra, okay, tried to play around with the movement a little bit too much. And look at that, how quickly T. Richard pulls it right back from the brink.
You're in this nice scramble that Zetterburn wants to be, but as soon as Maypul makes space, you find that dash attack, and then boom, a cheeky tech setup from T. Richard where you have dash attack fair, it's guaranteed, and then you force your opponent to tech, and if they miss the tech, you get down strong, or you just get put into an RTC situation where Maypul can potentially just do it over again. So nice.
Right. We are back on Merchant Port, so this is going to be a lot of the same, continuation of a lot of the same setups that we were looking at in the last one. But this time, I feel like Sundra has just got to kind of keep an eye on your movement. Make sure you're wave dashing, you're like doing things, but you're still hittable. You're still able to be like knocked out of that. So can't just like dance around. Has to actually do some stuff. Has to throw some hitboxes, and maybe we'll get called out a little bit on that too.
That's so unfortunate. You're seeing time and time again, Sundra wants to He's not going to make it back. He tried to play a different sort of recovery angle, but you're not going to be able to do that. We're seeing Sundra want to set up scrambles, but as soon as you make the wrong decision in one of those, that's where Maypul is able to find a down tilt or an up throw. And if she lands either one of those, the world is T. Richard's oyster.
Yeah, you're right. That is like a huge linchpin for this entire game plan. And right now we're trying to force out the chomp from the plant. That's going to get it out of there instantly, take away that tool, and a good placement of micro spacing from Sundra, able to run in, make that happen, and then disengage, get back. And then now we get a good tomahawk grab. Now we're starting to see something really nice. Forward strong, no fire necessary. That's going to take it.
Yeah, I wonder if T. Richard was trying to like DI or was already preemptively holding back to try and like tech run off the stage, but get caught with some late DI. Certainly tough, but man, I have been floored by these platform tech chases on the part of T. Richard. Every single time he's going wave dash on or wave line on the platforms into something like down strong, sometimes it's forward tilt, sometimes it's down tilt, and it always is mixing up Sundra's defense. As we see right there, a DI mix up in order to cross up before getting the back hit of down strong. A little bit stronger, and definitely changing up the DI angle.
Yeah, T. Richard looking pretty crazy, almost like, you know, challenging Sundra and Zetterburn at their own game, which is just this empty pressure running around and looking for a grab, looking for a forward tilt, something like that. I feel like we have so many options, but Sundra has been kind of like beaten into inaction, trying to hold shield for dear life in some of these situations.
We haven't even seen T. Richard like forced to do a desperate tether that you normally try to force Maypul into. It's been hard to find a way to keep Maypul off stage, on stage, in disadvantage whatsoever. Terry's set up as well, but Sundra with the high recovery in order to make it back, no problem. A couple hitfall fares and good patience again in order to reset into a ledge trap, but you're so far behind at this point, you can't just settle for a long-winded ledge trap. You have to make a play. Yeah, we need like an out-of-shield option that's going to be something we can actually use here. I know that sometimes like Shine is an option, but it feels like at the distance that T. Richard has been keeping Sundra at, it's impossible to get that. All right, big down strong. But I mean, I 100% agree with you, Nerf. Like, the hardest part about Maypul is the fact that her shield pushback is deceptively long, so you can't drop shield Shine. It will just flat out whiff, and Maypul gets another forward tilt at worst. Okay, and then 141, still good DI off the tether follow-up. We still have something here. Now, we need this fire to stay on Maypul for some of these bigger hits. We can steal something here. There's the potential that Zetter offers, but no, not this time. I think we're pretty much done. And that's going to be T. Richard going up another game. This is he's grooving.
Yeah, this is not something that we expected, but we are, I think, better off for it. T. Richard's going crazy.
Yeah, it's fun to see. This will be one of the few times, this will be the first time, as this is the first Hitfall with Rivals 2, where we might see a player in both top 8s.
That would be crazy.
That would be kind of sick.
Yeah, honestly, like, it's not a hat trick, but we can call it whatever we want. Like, honestly, T. Richard making waves in both brackets, showing that you've got the skills that is cross-generational.
The down tilt though, Sundra having something to say about it, putting in extra layers with that V-reverse Shine. Trying his best in order to keep things in Zetterburn's range, which is just slightly further back from where Maypul wants to be, and then you slide right in order to find that empowered strong. Down smash huge. All right, flexing with the movement a little bit. A little bit, and then you can like run off and instantly wave land onto the other platform, and it's fun. It is cool. It is cool. It looks very flashy, and so far we have been seeing Sundra try to use it aggressively in certain situations, just not getting a whole lot of leverage off of it. That's okay. It still looks cool. And T. Richard now, this time we're seeing a little bit of the shield push back from Sundra's side that's actually working out in his favor. Oh, wasn't patient enough for the second hit of dash attack. That was good. Big nair, wanted the forward strong instead. Could have been an up strong. There's the up strong, but it should have been an aerial follow-up instead. Right. Just picking the wrong follow-ups, and then you find yourself with one empowered strong. Sundra, 3 stocks to 1 advantage. Yeah, 2 early empowered strong hits to get the kill so far. And Sundra, I mean, we are wasting no time. We're just going for some big reads, some hard call-outs. And this time we finally lose the first stock, but we're still feeling comfortable enough to be able to go for a bunch of stuff. Down air in neutral has been a menace for T. Richard. I feel like there's been a couple of those situations where that hit confirm has gotten Sundra a lot in the set. I like this a lot from Sundra. Like, you acknowledge that the scrambles haven't always been going in your way when you've played the long game. So sometimes it's okay just to go jab down tilt, disengage, and mix up the disengages with further overshoots as you know that T. Richard wants to gain space. It's about regaining tempo more so than about trying to always find the maximum advantage you can, especially when you have a lead like this, and it's working out like a charm.
Definitely. Ooh, the close range tether. I did not expect that of all things, but it nets T. Richard a couple good hits. We still get the fire, so we got to give a lot of distance and patience to our next few steps here because, yeah, we're going to send him right back, but no, the tech roll in avoids the plant, and now we get a wrap. What's the play here?
We'll try for a low-hanging edge guard. Maybe thinking that Sundra wouldn't go a toe edge immediately, but the pity flip nets up advantage, finds back air, looking for a second, but the DI was too good.
Wow. We're close to bringing it to a potential last stock, but Team Richard has already taken so much damage, that's going to take it. Unfortunately, the DI not helping too much. But Sundra is able to take a game, and now we're able to kind of stop the bleeding, as it were.
Yeah, stowing getting one win, excuse me, is all you need sometimes in order to get a lot of wind in your sails and like get right back into it. Maypul's a hard character to consistently play against because she is so quick and so nimble, but Zetterburn has every single tool in order to always outvalue any character, and I mean that in every single character.
That makes sense. I mean, it really does feel like once you get in a groove here, I mean, Zetter can do some magic. And we're already seeing how important that magic can be. Some early stocks in that last game. Obviously, T. Richard has got to make sure that you play super cautiously whenever you get a fire on you, for dear life, honestly.
Get a good hang of some of these down throw tech chases forward tilt.
Force another one, and then, yeah, I love the fair offset. Doesn't want to wait for the third up special. Just goes off, and it seems like a really generous spike there.
Yeah, that's an appropriate word for it. It's
generous.
It's good. It's a good thing. Good move.
Definitely. But I mean, there's a reason we keep going for it because it works off stage, and especially against someone who has a very vulnerable recovery like Zetter. I mean, it's easy picking sometimes. So we're gonna stay alive here. No fire, no empowered strong, so still okay. Oh, okay. I love the patience. Huge
side B in order to retether. Remarking is everything for Maypul because then you threaten so much and then you get all this damage anyway. Again with the tech setup, but it did not put into tumble at those percents. Oh my god.
This is gonna hurt.
Yo, the cross-up with that Nair, mixing up between Nair and Fair, and then just a little bit too late on the jump cancel of down special. Suddenly, it's 3 stocks to 1, and T. Richard showing no worse for wear, no signs of slowing down.
Right, and we're actually starting to use some like aggressive uses of Terry as well. Like we've been using it as oh, I just need to tether if I have it. We haven't really been using some of like the seed stuff that you can do with Terry. Now we're starting to kind of mix it up a little bit. I like that.
Imagine if Terry could be on a timer instead of being triggered, so that way he could just like go by himself.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool. It'd be broken, but it'd be cool.
Yeah, I don't think we need to. Yeah.
I don't think Maypul needs more ways to edgeguard characters, but like, come on.
I think
Terry's
she's alright. Yeah, she's alright. But Terry, cool. I like Terry. All right, now we get a good tech call out as well. A little bit of fire, but that's okay. Just running around. Is that? Oh, the taunt. Okay.
I think they were trying to place Lily, but Lily was already out.
Oh, that's okay. So that's just. That's not. Where's
Lily? Oh, she's right there.
Got it. I saw the question mark and I was like, yo, if that's a taunt, that's crazy. Yo, that's crazy.
Get up attack into Lily Chomp.
Like, that's very much like, huh? Like, what's going on? All right. Yeah, we got the down strong. Okay.
Ooh, back air, but doing too much outer drift, but that's going to be an up air, missing out on the second one. Yeah. It looked like it was Hitfall up air into a potential, like, second up air or an up special, but no dice. No uppercuts here. 169 is the Zetterburn. The Nair will do it all the way up at the top.
T. Richard with an upset.
T. Richard making